All right, guys, so I started this process maybe, I think it's 3 weeks ago. I was gonna replace the old wing here with a better one, in my opinion. And the first one came in and it was supposed to be direct bolt up, and it was not, because this trunk already has the prep holes in it. And so when I bought the P1 Performance Pack spoiler, it was supposed to be direct bolt in. I got it, none of the holes lined up, which I did get in Amazon special, so that's probably why. But I did end up upgrading. I sent that one back, and I got this new one that we're gonna try today. So hopefully this one fits. I did already start the process. I do have some of the video from removing the first spoiler that I'm gonna throw in, so if it looks like it's kind of out of sync, that's gonna be why. But let's go ahead and we'll get started, tear this one down and put the new one on. First things first, pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna pop the trunk, open it up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove these. They just unscrew. And then we have, I think it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 9 little push tabs. Pull those out as well, and then take this whole piece off. All right, get it out of the way. Remove all that to get out of your way. From there, pull these little plugs to get you a closer view. These little plugs right here, just pull those out. That's gonna expose your screws for your wing. So now that we have all the plugs and everything out, we'll get our socket, take these 4 bolts out. The nuts on these are 1/2 inch. So what we'll just do is we're gonna start it. Don't take it all the way off because it will fall down in the trunk. So when you get it loose, pull your trunk down to where it will fall into the socket. You can pull it all out. And you don't have to fish for nuts or go buy more, because once it gets down there, you probably not getting it out. One, let's try it on this side. Down. There, just like that. Now that we got that done, what you would do if this was pulling off for the first time, you would take a trim tool or fishing line, run it through here, pull all this adhesive off to where this wing should pop straight up. Like I said, I pulled this off 2 weeks ago. I didn't put new adhesive on it, I just bolted it back down, so it should pop up pretty easily. Okay. All right. Just like that. There. Just like that. All right. Now, there are 2 little tabs right here that you need to pry in to get this little piece knocked loose right here on the end. That's on each side. There we go, just like that. And now your old wing is off. Now, like I mentioned before, I did already pull this one off. So once you do take it off, you are gonna have to clean some adhesive off, which I do have a video that I'm gonna put in right here of that whole process. Like I said, I did it 2 weeks ago, thinking the other wing would fit, and it did not. So what we'll do is we'll cut away to that, then we'll dive into the next steps. So the second wing of choice that I went with, which I feel like I'm gonna like it a lot better, is the GT500 style wing. So like I said, this one is supposed to be direct bolt in. The last one was supposed to be also. So we're gonna cross our fingers and just hope that this one goes on like the other one was intended to as well. So let's get back to the video. All right, so we have run into yet another snag. So I'm starting to think that the convertible trunk holes are not laid out the exact same as the coupe. Maybe wrong, but none of these holes line up. So luckily it does come with the adhesive strips. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna stick it down, see how it looks. If it stays on, okay. If not, it breaks off, flies off, whatever, then we'll just get another one. So show you what I'm talking about. So here's the layout for this, and as you can see, if you line it up with a hole, it is way off center. So in order for it to be centered, you have to pretty much be like that to where there's nothing. And then as far as these go, none of these line up. So what we're gonna do is we'll stick these to the bottom of the wing, stick the wing on. The painter's tape is to show where each little part of the wing is gonna sit on the trunk. That way it will be centered, because I am extremely OCD. So if it's not centered, I will be pulling it back off. So let's go ahead and we'll get to that part. So since we are strictly relying on the adhesive, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray this, clean any kind of contamination or anything like that from packaging off of it, to make sure that the stuff sticks, because I don't want it to not stick and it be my fault, you know, not taking precautions. So what we'll do is we're gonna spray them, clean them, make sure they're nice and clean, obviously, and then we'll stick the pieces on. All right, got the first one on. Make sure it's good and stuck. And we'll go ahead and put these other two on. Stick the wing down. So as you can tell, it's on. Completely forgot to press record because it was so much of a headache. Because the OCD part of me had to make sure it was even on both sides, because I cannot handle this being crooked. Overall, not having any bolts, super simple install. The only issue I have that I'm gonna find out, I guess, in the next couple weeks, is if it stays on. Because I know the old one, after you sit it out in the sun with no adhesive, it starts to flex. Really kind of curious what's gonna happen with this one. But like I said, super easy install since there's no bolts, whatever. So what I'm gonna do now is we are going to button up everything that we have, minus the bolts, of course, and then we'll go get some clips of it, you know, out in the wild. So, be right back. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope you like the way that it turned out. I know I definitely do. Be sure to like, comment, let me know what you think about it, what we should do next, and we'll catch you on the next one.